Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. We're here at Shirley Crisholm State Park in Spring Creek. Further ado, let's get started. I've come on here to discuss a little bit about it, maybe blow off a little bit of steam. Because there is a certain individual named Andy Keto. He just made another video of me stalking my social media. I mean, Andy Keto, man, I tell you, he's not good. I cannot stand this man. He needs to go to jail. He needs to go to jail. I mean, like, I've tried to warn Kevin from MTA Prodigy that he's not a good person. I've been telling him multiple times that he's not good. Apparently their friendship is very close. That I know. That's a concern, and I feel bad for Kevin, you know. I don't want to say this to her. Intimidate. I'm saying this to help him. I tell him that, hey, Andy Keto's not good. He's a bad person. Don't associate with him. Don't you see all the horrible things he's done? And I know yesterday, at some point, he made a video laughing at Pine Power, leaking his address on the video. Made it his title. Like, come on, man. Really? What kind of human being does that to people? Doxes people and all that stuff. Who does that? I mean, I know I don't do that. I don't dox people. It's not what I do. And he has the audacity to go stalk my social media. I'm like, really? I already reported the video. And I hope one day they understand what kind of consequences Andy Keto could face in the future. He really needs to pay the consequences one way or another. I mean, yeah, I'm not calling out Kevin just for his actions. You know, he's really good. You know, I've even seen him use the Omni machines. You know, in one of his videos. Yeah, really good. And I don't want to say, but you know, I know Kevin told people, like, you know, hey, you should talk to Andy Keto. First of all, the thing is that we shouldn't even talk to him. You know, Kevin has to realize one thing. Andy Keto's threatened death. You know, that's something I do not like at all. When somebody threatens death, that's a problem. You know, when Andy Keto threatens death, and that's something already you should be concerned about. You know, and God forbid something bad could happen with people that don't agree with Andy Keto. You know, Andy Keto is just an asshole. I'm sorry to say it, but yeah, he's an asshole. He's somebody that should be in jail. I don't want him on YouTube. I don't want him on social media. He deserves to be in jail for what he's done. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure the Kevin that he was talking about was Kevin Bowers. You know, definitely when he emailed Pine Power, he's probably talking about Kevin Bowers. Definitely, most definitely. Because believe it or not, because we already know Kevin from MTA Prodigy wouldn't do such a thing. He would not. And you know that Kevin Bowers he's just a whole other level of evil. And Andy Keto's already there, unfortunately. Andy Keto is just a whole other level of evil. why something has to be done in order to get him banned, you know. He, in some ways, he's just like SS Sniper Wolf, you know, which already he is. You know, remember how SS Sniper Wolf doxed Jack Film's address? Andy Keto does the same thing to Pine Power. And there's two other trails. Andy Keto is just one other axis of evil. And he hates when people go through Jamaica. He claims he owns Jamaica. He acts like a fucking toddler every time. I'm like, grow up, dude. You don't own shit. You don't own Jamaica. You don't own the QBL. You don't own the J and Z lines. As a matter of fact, Andy, I'm going to agree with Mystic Transit. I really do agree with him. You don't need the Z train at all. Mystic Transit's right about that. We don't need the Z train. We can just increase the frequency on the J. That's all we need, you know. And speaking of that, of the Jamaica line, yeah, we do need to eliminate the Z train so that we can have the J have better frequency. Because that's what the Z does. The Z takes away service from the J. That's what it does. It's useless. It shouldn't be a thing. Remember how they eliminated the 1-9 skip stop pattern? They should eliminate the J and Z skip stop pattern and get rid of skip stop service entirely. It's horrible. I don't want to see skip stop service. And then we're going to go into like the Long Island Railroad schedules. They really messed up big time, having all Grand Concoma trains going to and from Grand Central skip Mineola. That's bad. You know, that's bad. And then you got 50-hour wait times at the Port Washington branch during rush hour. That's just absurd. That is just absurd. All that just to increase the service on the South Shore is just because that's where everybody wants to go. That's where everybody's going. You know? Everybody wants to go to the South Shore. Look at that. There's Kennedy Airport. Just right in the distance, right there's Kennedy Airport. And yeah, I wanted to zoom in a little bit. I did see the airport in the distance. But yeah, Andy Keto needs to be taught a lesson. And Pine Power Ally was right on the money when he called him out. I am glad that he called you out, Andy. You know? He was right on every single detail about Andy Keto. I do not. And if he has to call you out again, then that other kid, you know, who goes to Mineola High School, his name is Nico's Real Fannin, something like that. He apparently was driving around Mineola and was parked at his address. It just goes to show you, probably Andy Keto sent him, I don't know. Definitely he's not someone, Andy Keto is someone you shouldn't be associated with. Not at all. Anyways, I'm going to conclude it right here, you know. It's been a long time coming, but it's already time that YouTube does something about Andy Keto. You know, he needs to be arrested, thrown in jail for what he has done to all of us. And maybe then, when Andy Keto is in jail, maybe people who are associated with him will realize the monster that Andy Keto is. Anyways, that's it.